from Máxima Web. Often in a networking meeting, the presenter will start with, "How can you help me?" And that's a good way to start in a networking meeting. I'm going to change that a little bit. I'm going to ask you, how can you help one of your contacts? How can you help them save money and make money? I don't want to be all capitalist, but we're in business. We're in it for the business. So in this discussion, that is the bottom line. We are a B2B, business to business service. We price ourselves modestly so that we can help people make money. That allows us to grow, and actually that's why we're now 18 people in our team, in 2 languages, in 2 countries, 24/7, serving customers around the world. And we keep our clients. We don't just burn them and churn them. We help them make money by starting with what they can afford and then helping them grow. But for those of you who don't know, just a little quick history about me personally, because I'm the founder of Máxima Web and the Australian company Pioneer Web. And I've been doing it for over 15 years now. But you might not know that I had a different career when I was younger. So here it is. I was actually a model. This is me on the runway at 6 years of age. I did at least 2 costume changes that day, wowed the crowds. And then on the right, you'll see that's my little sister who was 4 and a lot cuter than me and stole the show. But anyhow, I felt like I'd succeeded in my first career. So I went on to bigger and better things and then started some acting. So various roles, that's me in the foil. No trees were harmed in the making of that foil suit, but quite a lot of aluminium was consumed. Not long after that, you'll notice I'm not wearing any glasses in those photos. Not long after that, I got my first computer. And so things for my eyesight sort of went downhill from there as I became glued to a screen. But the good thing about that is that I'm now working online and able to help people make money, as we mentioned. So let's talk just about 5 different topics that will help you start a conversation with one of your contacts. Here's the first one, integration. And I'm going to have 5, so if you don't like the first one, wait and see. Just choose one of these topics that you think you could talk about with a contact. Maybe you think of a contact. So integration, you would ask someone, what are the pain points where you have to manually enter or connect data? So in their business, how do they enter their client data? Names, phone numbers, let alone the actual problem or the service that they're helping them with. We can automate that. Can you imagine going paperless? You can say to them, I see a lot of potential in your product, but is it automated? Is that going to help you grow? Are appointments scheduled in the same system where your client data is? Or do you have to make appointments in a different system? How much time would it save you? How much extra client satisfaction would you get? Have you even lost clients? So would it help if it was automated or integrated? Now there's a lot of ways that we can do this, but just very, very simple type of automation. This is one of our template themes because we have low-cost template themes. And we decided that we would automate Instagram images in this slider down the bottom. So here's an example of a client who's using that very same template theme, Blue Roofing Co. And these are their Instagram images. So they're updated live from the Instagram page, and then they use that in another page on their site as well, here in the gallery, Instagram feed. So that's just one very simple integration that gives them live data, helps connect with their clients, gives them all of this stuff that they type that's going to help with their SEO. There's lots of different integrations that we can do though. So at the moment, we're dealing with a company that is integrating 20,000 products from their accounting database and their warehousing database. We're integrating that with their website so that they can sell directly to clients from the same accounting system. We're also, thanks to Stefan's recommendation, helping a real estate agent integrate 20,000 property listings into their database so that their listings look better than the other property listings, but the other property listings attract new visitors to their website. So there's a lot of different integrations that we can help with. Let's talk now about another topic. If you don't like integrations, let's talk about e-commerce. So you have a contact, they sell a product, and you say to them, I love what you do. Do you sell online? Is it too expensive to sell online, or do you think it would be too expensive to sell online? What if you had an e-commerce that was custom built for SEO? Can you see that as bringing in more sales? Because that's what custom built e-commerce can do. Rank better in Google, bring in more sales. Here's an e-commerce website that we built 12 years ago. 12 years is like forever in the web world because things change so quickly. And every 2 or 3 years, you want to change something, maybe 5 years, a total rebuild. 12 years ago, affordable website, still selling online, no changes necessary. Here's a slightly newer one, a photographer, where we integrated a shop so that they could sell their prints. So we've got a nice image of an abuelo here. They can sell their prints both to the public, but also they can sell their prints privately back to their clients. So lots of ideas for integration and ways to sell things, products that you've got. If I could move. Let's talk about design. Maybe you're more comfortable with this topic, and you can ask someone, when was your website designed? A prompt to ask them that is because it looks ugly. But you don't have to say, hey, your website looks ugly. You can just say, so when was that website designed? And when they say 1982, you say, yeah, I didn't think the internet existed back then. That's interesting. But you can ask them, do you find it hard to get good web developers that you can be in touch with, that are good communicators, that give fast service? What's the sort of response time you'd expect from a good developer? Not just to answer your question, but to do the work. Well, I agree with them, it should be quick. Why should a business have to put up with other businesses that don't care or don't try hard? Well, that's what we do, and that's why we're 24/7. Very quick response times, and very quick, especially with our template theme websites. So let me show you another one of those. This is one of our low-cost template themes. We call it the image theme because it makes the most of images. It also makes the most of data. We'll talk about that in a moment. But the point is that this is a design that's timeless. And it's also very easily modified to make use of current trends. A slight change in color, and most importantly, a change in images, because images are everything. So we help clients with images by recommending a photographer, or even by giving them a list of free stock photography sites. High quality, free images, or maybe some low cost images that will help them make the most of good design principles. Of course, we could do that for them, but if they want to save the money, they can do it themselves as well. So that's just one of the little extra features that we can do to give value to our clients. Let's talk about SEO, ranking in websites, ranking in search engines. So you can say to them, I couldn't find you on Google. If you didn't find them on Google, I couldn't find you on Google. Has it always been hard to rank where you want to be? Yeah, I could find you if I typed in your name, but your new clients don't know your name because they're looking for your service. There's a lot of competition in your area. So ask them, which do you think is better? Wix, Squarespace, WordPress, all those famous names. Well, if you think about it, would it be easier or harder to stand out from the crowd if you use the same system as what millions of other websites are using? How can they compete? Well, they compete with their content, that's true, but they're using the same system, which is a glass ceiling. It's holding them down. But a custom CMS breaks through that glass ceiling. Our code is absolutely superior to those other services for SEO. And that makes your content easy to stand out. So we do that with our themes. Here's another one, clean theme. Our themes are very content heavy. They make sure that you can get 1,000 words on your homepage, but very simple ideas like using images on the sides of text sections in rows like this means that it's scalable. So you can get lots of content in without it feeling like it's just a big block of words. And of course, using the right headings with the right code behind those headings is what Google loves. Here's an example actually of a client using the image theme. They're just gutter cleaners, but they've made it their own using some images from the free stock photography sites that we showed them. And this is ranking fantastically in the city of Brisbane in SEO for gutter cleaning. But here's why. Here's some of the magic behind it. SEOM is another project that we built for ourselves so that we could promote our clients in SEO. So not only do we import their visitors as well as their leads, and we measure the different areas that those leads came from, if it was paid advertising or if it was organic. We monitor their keywords and we monitor the rankings of their keywords. So we can see that after the work we did on this keyword in this month, it went up green by 6 places, etc., etc. But this is some of the work that we did for it, where we measure everything that we do so that we can do what works by posting content about our clients on the web, on other valuable websites that link back to it. That's the core feature of promotional search engine optimization. And this is a system that we've built to do it and to manage it. So SEO, it's a buzzword, but you need a professional and you need a CMS that will stand out. So let's talk about that. CMS, Content Management System. You can ask someone, hey, your website looks great. Is it easy to update? Because the better looking a website is, generally, the harder it is to update. So did you have to learn that system? Or did they give you free remote human support? That's what we do. Do you think it would save time if the CMS was custom built for you? Well, absolutely it would, because when it's custom built, that's going to reduce the amount of learning that you need. So here's our CMS for our website. I had this open from last night. So you click on home pages and you can see the 2 home pages in both languages that we've got, Spanish and English. You click on pages and you can see the pages that we've got. Let's have a look at this Blue Mail one in English. The SEO information is here, and when you're writing it, you hover over the tip so that it tells you exactly what you need to write for that SEO field. Then you look in the body and you can see quite easily that dropping images in along with your text is just like you'd expect when using a word processor. So it's not hard, but we give you a free 30-minute remote training support so that you get absolutely comfortable right from the start. What else do we do? Just a couple of quick mentions. You can have one of those 5 conversations with people: integration, e-commerce, design, better than 1982, SEO, or easy to update. But very simply, we operate servers in data centers around the world to give the best hosting. So sometimes a website is slow because of how it's hosted. And one of the key things is our pricing, which is simple but high value, and which includes sustainable hosting. That is a tree purchased so that your carbon is offset for 10 years. Something else that we've just started doing is mobile app development. So here's an example of an app that our app developer worked on. This is an app that opens and closes doors remotely, and you can give access to someone else who has the app. But the point is that we'll do just about anything and we'll do it in a way that will help your contacts make money. We also do VoIP phone systems, tracking phone numbers, so you don't have to use your personal number, but you get a public number that can be your business number that arrives at your phone, and that you can monitor your advertising campaigns by counting the number of calls that come through. So maybe you know someone that we can help. Maybe you know someone who connects with people that we can help. A designer, a marketing agency, a tax advisor, business consultant who can help people to start off with the right sort of website. And don't forget, for BTB members, we have a 20% discount because we really want to help our fellow members get ahead as well. So please don't do it for me. Do it for your contact. In the end, you'll be doing it for yourself because they'll be glad you put them in touch with Máxima Web. Thank you.